the old preacher. He is going to tell us a story of two unknown prophets. Faith, destiny, a crossroad. This preacher, it's an AI generated image which I'm going to use to illustrate a strange story in the Bible. The story is from the books of the Kings. 1 Kings chapter 13 documents a story of a prophet, an old prophet, and a young prophet.
This prophet did not die because God was weak.
He died because obedience was abandoned halfway.
Even the lion obeyed God better than the prophet. Something terrible happened before this moment.
One lie changed the destiny of a man of...
The body remained untouched because judgment had spoken.
Creation itself was honoring divine instruction.
Partial obedience is still disobedience, guarded by the lion.
But how did a true prophet arrive here?
He once carried fire in his mouth.
He once shook a king with prophecy. Yet strength without obedience becomes destruction.
God's instructions must never be altered by another voice.
Follow me closely. Watch, listen, and learn.
Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, like and share this video.
Let us return to where the story began.
Before the lion came, a command was spoken.
A dangerous assignment waited in Bethel. The nation had turned from God into rebellion.
Idolatry always invites judgment.
The command was simple, direct, and unmistakable.
Most people fall after hearing clearly from God.
Obedience started strong inside the young prophet's heart.
Bethel had become comfortable with false worship.
One obedient voice entered a corrupted city.
Truth never bows before political power.
The king believed nobody could challenge him.
Then heaven interrupted the ceremony before human eye.
False foundations always collapse eventually.
The people witnessed divine authority in action.
Pride hates correction. The king's hand became powerless instantly.
Power means nothing before God. Mercy available despite rebellion.
The young prophet remembered God's command.
Then the chase began. Fatigue opened the door for...
The test was no longer the king. Deception arrives looking dangerous.
Sometimes the greatest danger sounds spiritual. The invitation appeared harmless.
He repeated God's command with confidence. Then the lie entered quiet.
I too am a prophet like you. Authority can become a trap.
An angel told me to bring you back. False revelation destroyed discernment.
He trusted another voice over God's command.
The road of compromise feels reasonable initially.
He trusted another voice over God's command.
Some roads become darker after disobedience.
The silence of heaven became terrifying. Death was already assigned.
This story is not merely history. It is war.
Judgment finally stepped out of the shadows.
The final warning had already passed.
This was not hunger. This was judgment. Even animals obeyed the command.
The road itself became a sermon. Everybody saw the consequences of
The liar could no longer escape reality. Regret always arrives late.
God's word proved true again. Truth remains truth even when men fail.
Too late. Sorrow filled the deceiver. Judgment completed its...
One act of compromise ended a calling. Bury me beside this man when I...
Some lessons are written painfully. God's commands are never off.
He defeated false worship, but lost against deception.
Many begin strongly and finish poorly. God never changed his original
Confusion enters when men replace God's voice. Compromise redirected.
Judgment may delay, but it arrives. Divine instructions are
Every believer meets deceptive voices eventually.
Not every invitation comes from God. The lion was never the end.
The greatest danger often comes after victory. Discernment keeps soul.
Every command demands full obedience. Half obedience still dishonors.
Not every spiritual voice carries truth. God's words are sacred.
Popularity never validates compromise. Obedience destroys hidden traps.
Pray for discernment in dangerous times. Some blessings are disguised.
Deception often sounds convincing. If God already spoke, stand.
Obedience sometimes becomes lonely. Creation obeyed while man...
Repent before consequences arrive. Know God's voice personally.
Never exchange conviction for comfort. Warnings are acts of mercy.
Finish the journey exactly as God instructed.
One lie destroyed a prophet's destiny.
When God speaks clearly, obey completely.
Before the lion stood beside the body without touching it, before fear spread to the land of Bethel, there was a prophet, chosen, young, fearless. A man sent with a message so powerful, even a king could not silence it. But this is not the story of how a prophet spoke to God. This is the story of how a prophet fell, because some joints do not collapse in battle. They collapse in conversation, and sometimes the most dangerous voice is not the voice that sounds evil, but the voice that sounds spiritual. A day began with obedience. A command was given, clear, direct, untouchable by confusion. Go to Bethel. Deliver the one. Do not eat, do not drink. Do not return the same way you go. Simple instruction, yet somewhere between purpose and destination, something entered the joint. Not an army, not a demon from the wilderness, not a roaring beast from the shadows, an old prophet, a man with history, a man with age, a man who knew the language of God well to make deception sound holy. And that was the trap, because discernment becomes dangerous when familiarity replaces obedience. One conversation, one invitation, one meal, that was all it took. And before the sun disappeared behind the hills of Bethel, judgment waited on the road. A body will fall, a lion will stand watch, an entire nation will witness what happens when a man of God obeys the wrong voice. This is the prophet's journey and consequence. Like I did say, we'll be using Digen.ai to generate the video script. I've logged onto my account on Digen. This is where you can see I have free 480 units, which means I can generate a lot of emails with this one. I've been accumulating this unit for some few days now. So I went back to ChatGPT and copied the prompt that we were able to generate. You remember we generated visual prompts and dialogue prompts. Some of the scenes will not need the visual prompt. Some of the scenes will need the visual prompt because, like I said, it's a mono dialogue situation here. So it's only the preacher that will be telling the story about what happened between the prophets, the Judah prophets and the prophets in Bethel. So as we can see here now, we have placed our prompt here. So now we come to this plus button and add our image, which is upload image. So we know we placed the image. After we generated the image, we placed it on the on the desktop. So this is our image. So we use this one to add to it and wait for it to upload. So it has uploaded. So we make sure that the aspect ratio is 16:9 if it is for YouTube. And you can see it has a lot of different aspect ratio. 16:9 is YouTube, 19:6 is TikTok, Facebook has its own ratio. So for this video it's going to be 16:9, which is for YouTube. So all set and done. Like I said, I have the master prompt to lock the image, to lock the audio of the voice of the preacher, so that the voice of the preacher will be consistent throughout the 150 frames that will be generated. So after all that, we now go to this place. Some of their generators, you see it's an arrow, while this one is a star. So we now click on this star and wait for it to generate. So we wait. Now as you can see, it's generating our video now. So we wait. It will take a little bit time. It depends on the number of requests you have that particular point in time. Sometimes it's less than a minute, you get your video, you get the response from the generator. Sometimes it takes about up to 4-5 minutes if they have a lot of traffic on their site. So from what I'm seeing here now, there's no much traffic on their site because it's telling me that you have to wait estimated time is 1 minute. So I believe in less than 1 minute you should be able to get our video. So that is all said and done. So as we are waiting for this to generate, we now go back to another scene. So this is like I said, I started earlier on. I just want to show us how we can go about it. So I want to generate in 82. We generated 1 to about 81. So now we are doing 82. This is the visual for a long lonely desert with sketch across notebook paper. Yes, this visual prompt can be included because it's containing no any other personal, like an image, even a person. So we now pick this one and copy, then go back to AI. Now we look at here this prompt and the dialog stops. So this is where it stops. So now delete that aspect of it. Then I'll now paste what we just copied now into the dialog box. You see, so these are from long lonely desert with sketch across notebook paper. Remember, we are doing a storytelling like like a 2D sketch on notebook. So and this old man, which is a preacher, is the one telling the story. So it's like we are flipping from one page of the book to the other page of the book. So like I can say we have like 150 pages of book. So every scene is a page of the book. So one scene is page 1 of the book. The second scene is page 2 of the book. So we are flipping gradually like that till we get to 150 scene, which is page 150 of the story. So while we are waiting for that, we can as well request for 2 actions at the same time. So let's send this one too. So we wait. So we can actually queue 2 assignments at the same time. So we cannot queue more than that. But if you are a paid or a subscribed customer, I think you can queue up to about 3 to 4, assignment at the same time. Because since I'm using the free version of it, I'm only allowed to put 2 queues two on the queue at the same time. So we wait while it's generating. It's something that is fun, but for sake of time, we'll not be able to generate all this 150 scenes of this story. You know, we'll generate a few, and while we wait for this, let's wait for this to finish. Then I'll take you to a folder where I have generated a lot of videos, a lot of frames of these videos, so we can see them one by one. And I don't know if we should use this opportunity to teach ourselves how we can put these frames together using a video editor. So I use Adobe Premiere Pro 21 to edit my video because it's very good. It makes the job to be professional. Other people use CapCut. CapCut is good too, no doubt about it. Clipify is good too, very good. It's just that I have a paid subscription on a paid version of Adobe Premiere Pro. So there's no point for me to use another video editor when I have a licensed product with me. So we proceed while we are waiting. We are waiting. You say I'm being placed on the priority generation queue. So let's wait and see, at least for one of the video to finish generating so that we can play and see. This is how you can actually make video for your little ones at home, for them to watch this. I mean, it's exciting, it's fun for you to be able to generate video by yourself for your children to watch. It's not something generic, something that you go over the internet to download for them to watch. I know when you download, yes, you can download good quality, videos for children to watch and learn things with. But sometimes when you are the originator, you do this with your own hand. You are able to, from the scratch, the script, putting them together, generating it together, editing it. No matter how crappy it looks, at least you'll be happy that you'll be able to do something on your own, something special for your children to watch. I mean, it's just like a kid to pick up a notebook and draw something crazy and say, "Daddy, this is it for you. I made this drawing for you." You cherish it because it's something original. So we wait while this is processing. It's taking a little bit of time to process. That is one of the drawbacks we did. So at least you see we have gotten one video ready. So let me play for us to watch and listen. Okay. Hopefully it turns out better, because sometimes you have to do 2 or 3 generations for you to actually get exactly what you want. So let's wait and see while it downloads.
But temptation was already waiting ahead.
So that is perfect, the voice.
But temptation was already waiting ahead.
See, that is perfect.
But temptation was already waiting ahead.
Good.
But temptation was already waiting ahead.
That's perfect. So we pause that one. Let's take the second one. Then we'll go to our media file where I have a lot of them. Then I can play 2 or 3 of the clips for you to see. I mean, that is amazing. So I encourage all of us to do something like this, creative, and put it together for our kids and loved ones to enjoy. So I will do this one. I believe sometimes, maybe towards the end of the week, as we can see from the second video, it has been generating. Let's play and watch. And here it is.
Some roads become darker after disobedience. Some roads become darker after disobedience.
The voice is perfect. It's the same voice with the first one, so that is what we want. So with this, you can actually try something with your own hands. See if you can, generate or maybe create a small movie for your children. It could be a minute movie, 2-minute movie. It doesn't matter. You start gradually. So I'll be generating the rest of the clip, which is remaining almost about 75 or thereabout clips that we'll be generating. As soon as we finish, then we'll put the videos totally together and come out with a masterpiece. that can tell the story. This is just a snippet of what I was talking about, being creative, picking up an information or being inspired by one thing, and then you can convert it, make something creative with it. I mean, if you're able to do something with it, that's perfect. You can pick a theme from the child's birthday or your outing with your family and generate, use some images, AI generate images to make, video about it, and they'll be happy about it. So this video, I use AI to assist me in generating the script. I use AI to help me to generate the image, the narrator, the preacher that is going to talk, that is talking about the whole scenario. I use AI to generate the voice prompt, the master prompt, the visual prompt to keep the image consistent. At the same time, I use an AI generator to generate these amazing clips, they are frames of video. So I have a lot of them that I've generated before, and for sake of time I will not be showing this, but I promise you that not long from now, as soon as I finish putting the video together, I will upload a full version of that video in our channel for you to see. Try something, try to put your hands on this, and I believe you'll be able to do that. Remember, log in to diligent.ai. You'll be entitled to 120 credits every day. You can accumulate it over a period of time, so you can use it to generate. And remember, the version that I told you is free. It's this Real Motion 3.1 Turbo. Look at it here. Real Motion 3.1 Turbo. Okay, it's free. So if you pick this model, it will be able to generate your videos for you, free of charge. All you need to do is log in. And if you are not able to use your credit every day, make sure every day you are able to log in into your account so that you can get that 120 units that will be carried forward to another day. I think this is the only AI generator platform that I've seen that can carry, that is carrying over your leftover, your unused credit to the following day. Most of the AI generators only give you a day and it's renewable. So if you don't use it for that day, it will be gone, and you only renew again the following day. So this is perfect for beginners, for learners that want to gain mastery of how to generate video. Because it's not going to be easy if you are paid, if you get paid, if you subscribe and you make a lot of mistakes generating videos. You need to gain mastery first and foremost before you can start generating videos so that you don't waste your credit. So thank you for watching. Thank you for staying up to this time. My name is Sonny with Team Progress. So please don't forget to subscribe, like our videos, hit the notification bell so that you get information as soon as we upload, and at the same time share our videos to friends, family and loved ones. It costs you nothing. So stay blessed and bye for now. Hope we'll be able to learn something today. So if you were able to learn something today, please, I would love to hear from you. Leave your comments, in the comment section so that we can read and know where we can adjust and make improvements. Come to us every day so that we learn together. Thank you. God bless.